Yours truly, Cam Newton here. And this is my 4th and 1 hot take of the week. And I can't do my hot take without Peggy!
What's good, bud? Yeah! Come on now!
Where you at? Peggy, what's up? You got some, you got it.
Come on now, y'all drop.
You know what I'm saying? You got a little.
It's going down.
Let's get into it. What are we talking about?
Well, it's getting hot. Bill Belichick and Jordan Hudson, his new girlfriend, but not only his girlfriend, head of his brand. All right, Cam? So Bill Belichick just got the job at Chapel Hill as the head coach, brought in Jordan Hudson, his girlfriend, and now she's over a lot of his media, his brand, everything. So within the most recent events, which has been denied now, UNC denied Jordan Hudson from using the facility or banned her from the facility. They had denied the allegations. His family has concerns about how she's affecting the Belichick legacy, and she is in control of his media presence. So that's from his NFL Films deal, CBS interview, which also they had an issue in regards to that interview. So it's a lot going on. First up, we have Pablo Torre, a reporter that has some things to say about the Bill Belichick and Jordan Hudson situation.
Bill Belichick, to the people he's doing these media projects with, is repeatedly calling Jordan brilliant. He is telling them, you need to hire Jordan. He told one of these media companies, I am told, that they should hire her for a 6-figure salary as part of their deal with him to make the show in question. But you can imagine what that work environment was like, where she was on every single call, every single email. They had to go through her. She ran his life. Media partners had to go to her to get to him. They commuted together all the time from Boston to New Jersey. She was calling people into meetings. And connecting back to the CBS interview,
none of this is an issue, by the way, especially if the only issue is if Bill Belichick didn't want her to do that. But it seems like he wanted her to do that. That sounds like an assistant. And then you got the chief of staff. Yeah. You got a manager. Like, none of that is a problem, right? So a lot of these reports is a lot of fluff, but go ahead.
Seem clear on how cameras and hot mics worked. And I say that because in another infamous story that circulated among dozens of people on set at the NFL film studio, Bill Belichick, Katie Nolan, you can imagine this, right? He's wearing a mic. She is whispering to him.
Oh, no.
Off camera somewhere.
Oh, God.
The problem is that there are these things in television called control rooms. And at NFL Films headquarters, as Bill Belichick and Jordan Hudson are mic'd up, they proceed to hear them talking shit about all sorts of people. They're talking shit about graphics. They're talking so much about the graphics people. They are
graphics team,
not aware that dozens of people can hear them talk.
How?
Jordan.
How are you not aware? You need just everybody knows this trick. How are you not aware?
Let me also, okay, here's what I'm going to say. I think, this is a principle of my life, talking shit behind people's back is totally fine. I encourage it.
I
think
actually
it's
believe
great.
there's studies that have shown it's like important for human society to have that.
So
like
now there's that.
Science
so I think that's total. I think you should talk shit about all the people.
Once again, is this illegal?
No.
Subjective to, is it looked down upon? Like
That's
I
your
said,
opinion.
man, it's your opinion.
Yeah.
Now, did you get caught talking smack about somebody?
Yeah, they.
Okay. But is that the normal thing to do? Like we all talk. Man, Peggy, I was talking smack about you earlier.
Before I walked in here,
You know
I
what I'm
had some
saying?
things
I
to
was
say.
telling everybody, I can't stand them.
Big head boot.
There's some things that people do strategically, and there's one thing that I've seen firsthand that William Belichick is as strategic and intentional as I've ever witnessed a person to be.
Hold on now.
No. Hear me out.
Okay.
We would have meetings.
Okay.
And he would lead on or egg on the players to say certain things. Now, granted, you can say whatever you want to say, but I'm just saying, if it was me, I will let you know that. I mean, just say this. I mean, right?
Yeah.
Now, did he tell us what to say or tell certain players what to say? It's like, yo, no. But game plans, strategies, certain things, it was almost like, hey, bro, we're not talking about these type of things. Injuries, we're not talking about these things. Which leads me to believe it's like, yo, he's trying to do something or position somebody to be that person that he kind of confides in. I say all that to say this, which goes back to Jordan Hudson.
Okay.
Some people play checkers. Other people play chess. Some people make paper planes. Other people make full-blown origami figures.
The origami.
Some people play paper, scissors, rock, or rock, paper, scissors. And other people know full-blown sign language. Does that make sense to you, Peggy?
It's levels to it.
It's levels to it. Jordan Hudson has definitely leveled up with trying to position herself.
Gotcha.
Whether you like it, despise it, love it, can't stand it, you gotta respect it.
Yeah.
Now, I find it extremely interesting
Okay.
to look at this situation for a person who've always led with this in the locker room, in personal life, just with anything. While he has been the helm of being a head coach, he's always led with this. Do not be a distraction.
All right now.
Come
Come on now, open your good book
Stay
now.
with me. Stay with me,
I'm
man.
here now. I'm
You
bubbling
focusing
in.
more on the throwback Atlanta Braves and not focusing on the message.
All right, talk
You
to
knew
me.
I was going to come in here and step.
Come
You
on,
knew
now.
I was going to come in here and direct.
What you stepping with?
I'm stepping with them boots.
I'm
I'm stepping with them boots. Huh? I'm stepping with them.
Come on.
Huh?
man.
Put that back down. As we talk about Coach Belichick, he's always stood on the principle, do not be a distraction. That was to the coaches that was under his coaching staff. That was to the players that was playing for him. That was to everybody.
Yeah.
But we find ourselves into this situation about, you would think, you would assume, being any type of sports fan, talking about a Jordan in North Carolina alone,
Yeah.
in the Carolinas alone, on the Eastern Hemisphere alone, in Chapel Hill, it was only one Jordan that we will be referring to.
You're right. Now.
I mean, you will put your last dollar, you will put your last cents to bet. Like, if we have any type of Jordan that we, you know what I'm saying, talking about, it should be Michael Jordan. But you're wrong, Piggy.
But now,
As you find yourself so often to be these days.
please, I'm correcting you.
Listen, Jordan Hudson has shimmied her way into relevance. And now, instead of just saying the word Jordan in Chapel Hill.
You gotta say Jordan who?
Hello.
Yeah.
So like it, love it, want some more of it, or can't stand it, despise it. It's all, listen. Somebody making it do what they do.
But I gotta get this about Jordan. This is not her first ring around the rosy.
Hold on, Peggy.
So Jordan was reportedly dating a man named Joshua Zuckerman, all right, CEO of geriatrics facility in Cape Cobb, all right. He's in his mid-60s when they were dating. And at the time, Hudson was still a college student at Bridgewater State. So, Bill ain't only three of them, my brother. Okay?
So she got so she don't listen to Ray Sherman. So she ain't
got no type.
She got a
got a
specific type.
Okay?
She trying to get at somebody will.
And keep it real.
And keep it real. She trying to get in somebody's estate plan. She playing chess. You can hate it all you want to, ladies and gentlemen. But this is the thing. You ever heard of CIA, Peggy? Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to tell you something that's more prominent and dominant than the CIA.
Talk to me then. We
call this the IIA.
What is that?
The Internet Intelligence Agency. Because the internet is undefeated. Because I'm going to tell you something. When you do the data history of her,
okay.
I don't even know what you say he was in?
Geriatrics.
What the hell is geriatrics?
It's for like older folks. It's like,
come on.
In that facility.
Like, yeah, we're keeping this because explain what geriatrics mean.
Let me just give you.
Because I don't know. But what I do know, when I'm leaning in on these people in the IIA.
It's like for older people. So relating to old, all right, in regards to healthcare. So if they say like a geriatric pregnancy, it's like an older person that is pregnant. Or, you know what I'm saying? So geriatric is related to a older demographic.
That ain't telling me. See, that old me would have snapped right there. See, that ain't telling me nothing, Peggy. I would have inserted a lot of more other words.
He has medical needs, and he's in medical health care towards older people. That was
okay, well, say that then.
All right?
Say that.
Golly.
But according to my the people who I love and trust in the most in the IIA, they said she used to be a cheerleader at Bridgewater State.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, this was interesting. She was Miss Maine. Third place, but she placed.
Okay.
And you know, we in horse race season, so she plays.
She in there.
You dig? She got.
She's standing at the podium.
You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now this is the thing that I need the IIA community to get more in depth.
All right, talk to me now, brother.
There is a clip on her Instagram that I don't know if it's still there, but she worked at the New England Hair Academy. Now, I don't know too many New Englands.
Yeah, I mean.
But I'm trying to put two and two together. Like, how close is New England and Foxborough? And did any type of Bill Belichick have any related? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put it together. Because I went down a rabbit hole. I mean, I was spiraling. I had to find myself up. I was in a sunken place for sure.
Come on now.
Just there.
Not the Jordan Hudson second place. Get up, bud.
I was there. I said, hold on, bro. Hey, man, I'm over here in Jordan Hudson, man. But is it safe to say?
Okay.
Without old Bill Belichick, would she even be known, relevant?
That's a fact.
And I don't want to be misogynistic and I don't want to be disrespectful to just the reality, but it's like, who? Wait, what? Why is this? Because when I was in New England, there was a young lady by the name of Linda Holiday.
All right.
That was his girlfriend then. She wasn't half bad. I was like, okay, Bill.
Still got a thrill.
So I was just so appalled because I was like, yo, she was a, kind of a brunette and, beautiful smile. And she was just so helpful. She was the perfect look. And then all of a sudden, Bill Belichick turned into a city boy.
He ain't want no more classic cars, huh?
Nah, you know what that means?
What's up?
He was outside.
He was a player from the Himalaya.
But it's like all these reports is coming out. It's like, yo, I'm going to be the one that say it. We all need to sign a petition. Hate me. Despise me.
Okay.
But somebody got to keep it real, man.
What's up?
Date your age.
Oh, my God. How far in few between? Now, what's the ranges? 10-year gap?
This ain't the only situation in media. That if we would have kept this law, we would have kept this Peggy principle, this boogie bylaw.
Yeah.
Huh?
You would have less.
Y'all would have just listened to me. Nah. You may say, Cam, how in the world do you give relationship advice?
I mean, it's a crew. You know the comments jumping right now.
Huh.
Okay.
Do you know who run their WebMD? Well, folks be going online like, man, I got a rash or something.
I don't know the author.
Exactly. You don't know what they telling you, but you're listening to them. You know what I'm saying? I don't drink Dr. Pepper, but I'm a doctor.
Okay.
You digging us? I can give you a good prognosis. Mm-hmm. I know I could just observe a person and give them the prognosis. Oh, they stupid.
Even Peggy got his period.
They dumb. Yeah, you stay away from them.
Okay.
Because that symptom that they got can be contagious.
Okay.
That's why I keep my distance away
from
your
you.
parents.
All right.
I
There
keep
you
my
go.
distance. Like when we shooting the show, I don't want people to know that,
Yeah.
we in cahoots.
Exactly.
I don't want folks to be knowing
I don't
that
want nobody to relate me to you.
you my pal.
No.
Because that's going to, give the inkling in that, we don't necessarily want. But back to my point.
Back to your point.
I could give relationship advice. And
I
I could tell somebody to say, hey, bro,
say something.
my boy,
Uh-huh.
hey, come on. Let's keep it in reason.
Yeah.
Let's keep it in reason. Let that's why they got different lanes. I'm from Atlanta. Well, we still skate. And even when you go skating, they tell you, fast skaters.
And the inside.
No, Peggy, you ain't from
No, fast skaters on the outside. Slow
Hello?
skaters on the inside.
They got,
You tricked me up. Hold on.
come on now.
Yeah.
HOV lane, fast lane,
On the
slow
outside.
lane. Huh?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm on the outside.
I just,
See you in the inside.
you in that little circle, Peggy.
No, you try to practice.
Just stay in your lane.
Just stay in your boots.
So if you're asking me, my unpopular opinion, if you date your age, none of this will be a situation.
Okay, so that's your.
But everybody got their own preference.
You know what I'm saying?
Me
Yeah.
and mine, we gonna be. I'm labeled a unk now, Peggy. I'm 36.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm labeled a unk, and I'm way
Happy
that proud.
belated.
You don't see me hanging around with the boxes on my cheeks. No, bro. I lived a hell of a life, living a hell of a life. I want people to see, oh, bro, but that boy, oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's a blessing, man. Happy belated.
Yeah. But all that to say, this all could be prevented if we date our age.
Or around it.
Date your age, bro.
Or I'm gonna say or around it.
No. See. That's the issue.
Yeah,
Because
Peggy gonna put that pressure on you.
around.
I don't go lower, but
when
I
you're
will
talking
go
about
higher.
a person who 73,
Dating
24.
That's too low. That is too low. That's too low.
Okay, Peggy. I can hear the comments now.
Uh-huh.
And you hate me, debate me, crepe me. Lakers get 5. But one thing Cam gonna do,
I'm gonna pick a side.
I'm gonna pick a side, Peggy. Now, put your feet to the fire.
You know me.
What age is too low for you to go?
For me?
Or anybody?
I was about to say for me. But for anybody, like, it really depends on where your life is. So if you 70-something, bro, after 50s, like 50s, high 50s, that's like what we really talking about if I'm talking to a girl that's 24. You know what I'm saying?
So
She just
his
graduated.
threshold is at 50 years old?
I would say. If
So
he
it's
at
a
70.
20-year threshold?
And when you get that old, when you start getting older, it's like, all right, bro, we all here. But it's like, when we talking about shawty just walking across the stage and it's like, you talking about your retirement plan, it's like, damn, baby, ain't even start living life yet. You know what I'm saying?
She realized at a young age.
But she
that
know.
I gotta have a escape plan. I gotta have a plan. I got dreams, man.
Just make sure your mental aspect is in the right realm. Like, we doing life at the same time. Now, you always can learn something from somebody that's not in the same phase of life that you in.
I like where you at.
You know what I'm saying? Because I have dated older. I've dated a year or two younger, or 3 maybe. But I can't really go younger. I can go older.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do the service and the honor to let you beautiful people know that my dog Peggy on the market, huh? For the Love of Peg is coming to a theater near you. You dig what I'm saying? You got anything else on this topic, Peggy?
Man, I'm just saying, bro, date people that can benefit you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's really like in your range. If you talking about this premature sensitive stuff and we talking about something else, like that ain't really gonna work. And make sure they of age.
I'll say this. In all semi-seriousness.
Okay, semi-serious.
An OG once told me this.
What's up?
He said, when you deciding a partner to settle down with,
Yo.
you have to ask yourself this question. Would you rather have horrific days and exciting nights? Or would you rather have pleasant days and boring nights?
Mm-hmm.
I say all that to say,
Elaborate on that.
when you're dealing with a person, you must understand what you want the foundation of the relationship to be. And a lot of people get it twisted because they fall in love with the facade of, man, bro, she bad, or, oh, man, he just so handsome and blah, blah, blah. This is me going back to, relationship advisory book. And you got to say, like, hey, if it's costing my peace, it's too expensive.
That's real.
You dig what I'm saying?
People fall in love with the idea, but have a hard time of falling in love with the reality. That was, what I'm saying. Now that's a breaking principle. You feel me? That's an OG College confessional. Don't fall in love with the idea. Don't fall in love with the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Talk to me, Peggy. Get the
They see what they think you can be and what you like, but then they deal with you on a regular day basis. And there's some dealing that got to be done because everybody ain't going to come to you.
Dealing that got to be done.
Everybody ain't going to come to you as a full package. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to be the person, you know what I'm saying, to develop that. I'm just speaking for the people. But as the people, I got questions for the people. The people want to know this. From Bulls. All right. How do you think this, as a person, as the coach, a Belichick, Mr. No Distractions, how do you think this will affect his season at UNC? Because there's been rumblings, people even making crazy accusations of will Bill Belichick even be around when game one starts? How do you think this will affect his season?
See, this is the thing that nobody can prophesy what comes with a person.
Okay.
Chapel Hill or University of North Carolina didn't sign up for all these shenanigans off field.
Yeah.
Like, we talking more about Jordan Hudson than talking about who's our starting quarterback.
I don't even know about that.
Hello, you can't name me 3 players on North Carolina's roster right now.
I cannot.
Besides Jordan
Hudson.
So this is the thing that you also have to think about too, Peggy. The issue or the concern about being in an NFL locker room and being in a collegiate locker room is this. Does the players even have the maturity or the capability to compartmentalize a coach as a coach and as a person? Because when you start thinking like, yo, coach, like, man, in the NFL locker room, man, we'll laugh at this.
Yeah.
Man, like, hey, bro, coach, hey, Bill, hey, what you got going on, bro? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's one of them situations that you ask, all right, now you having that same situation with a 16-year-old that you're trying to recruit?
Yeah.
And then you got to talk to his mama?
About what you got.
Mama, then you got to talk to his daddy? Out of pappy. You got to talk to the, like, man, bro, this ain't a good look.
You can't even get your personal life together.
Come on. So how's we trying to recruit and be the best football team? And that's one of the things that you got to think about, bro, as a teenager, right? Can I compartmentalize this person as being my coach and take heed? Like, that's an old word. I'm an old guy now.
Take heed.
Take heed to what he's saying. And be able to not throw that back at him and say, man, what you know, coach? Hey, you got girl problems just like me. Huh? Because these young jokers out here now, the first ounce or inkling of issues, boy, they going to hold it like a AK-47 in the doggone alley, boy. Right. And when it's time to shoot it, boy, they going to shoot it at an inopportune time. Like them the games that you playing with them, you know what I'm saying, them young jokers. You dig what I'm saying? In the NFL, do you have those issues? Yeah, but it's more of an understanding. You're dealing with grown men.
Yeah, everybody got their own.
With these kids,
the kids ain't. They got some pop on.
They don't have that that filter, that compartment or department to be able to sift through.
And they got money now. Yeah.
They got a little coin. So that's the issue.
Yeah.
Like that he's faced with now. That's the reality.
But do you think this will follow him through the season? So like if they end up losing, say we come out first game out the gate, they lose. Will this be the headline of the story? The Jordan Hudson effect.
Of course it is.
And do you think this will affect the Bill Belichick legacy? Like when you start thinking about Bill Belichick, right now, before Jordan Hudson, it's like you say, I'm going to say his name. Before her legacy, you give me a word.
Yep.
Bill Belichick.
The greatest coach of all time.
Now, think of now. Bill Belichick.
A coach that's just like me and you. And
So
all
it
of
could be
us.
two things. It could be like he's just like anybody else. He has his own struggles.
That's the
but
thing.
when you was just like coach, champion, greatest coach of all time, you don't even think about anything else that could have entered in your mind. And that's the thing about his legacy now. It's like,
You asked me that question, and you know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of characters that just dumped in my mind.
Right.
You know, Coach Bill Belichick. In New England, man, he's the greatest coach. In North Carolina, that's Wild Bill right there.
the Wild Wild West Bill. Boot Bill.
That's Wild Bill.
Boot knocking Bill.
Howdy. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You did. He out there getting them boots. He just swinging them boots. One more time. Them boots is synonymous for knocking boots now. Bill is doing that. You can see the way he smiled. You can see the way he out here just posting this situation. Because I'm going to tell you something, too. Just the humanistic side of a person.
Talk to him.
Social media has now given the ranks to say you could tell when somebody in or assuming you could tell when somebody happy. They all on social media like, But he went through a road, boy. They was out there. They was outside.
But as a former player of his, say you going into a Belichick program now, can you compartmentalize, or would that even be in your mind in certain situations? Obviously, you 36.
That's what I'm saying. Like, man, me in the locker room now with Coach Belichick,
Yeah.
I ain't worried about that. Just don't let it, you know what I'm saying? It is
Now,
done.
she coming through the locker room, the facilities.
Yeah, no. In every single NFL locker room I've ever been in, we have certain days and certain times, but just roaming that's free.
Yeah.
Even in the media, like you don't just get to roam, the locker room, and there's you got to go on floor 2, floor 5.
Yeah.
But in the locker room, that's the
Training facilities, all of that.
man, nah, I don't need no. That's boy. We got enough film to talk about that. Like that's a whole nother story, Peggy. We don't do that. No, we don't do that. Yeah. But I look at a situation where I wouldn't say she was banned from the UNC facilities, but
they said it was false. Yeah, UNC denied it.
Yeah, but I can guarantee she ain't gonna be around as much as she was because of the common thing that he's always stressed, and that's do not be a distraction.
Yeah.
We're getting ready for fall camp. At this particular point in time, like, this is in May. Like, they may be on break, but that still ain't a good look.
And he getting paid. He one of the highest paid college coaches, as he should be.
And rightfully so. He has a resume that can go second to nobody.
Correct.
In this day and age.
Fact.
So, but, they had an old church song, Peggy, that my grandmother used to like, and rest in peace. He said, get your house in order. Get your house in order. Oh, do it today. So I will sing that same song. Hey, Siri, sing that song. Hey, Alexa, hey, sing that song. Hey, Gemini, sing that song to my good brother Bill. Get your house in order. Do it. Fix it. Today. That's all I got, Peggy.
Come on with it, boy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still from the church. I'm dipped in the blood. Covered in the cloth. Saved fire baptized, what they say? Saved, Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized.
All right, that now.
Right there. See the people in the comments, they gonna love that.
That's one of them back road
The
churches.
back, you know what I'm saying? Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized.
Holy Ghost filled.
You did what I'm saying?
Baptized.
That's all we got, Peggy?
Man, that's all we got.
Man, go
boy.
and take us out, Peggy.
One finger. One finger. Hey.
Yeah.
One pinky.
Yeah.
One finger. One pinky. One thumb. All together.
One love. You dig.
And it's a wrap. Yeah.